I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I don't know how to say this. This is my
coming out video.
Just kidding. I was out since the womb. Wow, rude. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and they are blow drying their front lawn. Is that a vacuum cleaner? What is that? Street cleaning's on Monday and Tuesday. I'm about to make a life-changing announcement. I'll wait. What are they cleaning? Are they in my building? I'm gonna go open my door to see if they're working on construction. I'll be back. I kid you not. I just turned on the camera to make this announcement again. And because the blowing stopped, and then they came back. I think it stopped. Yay! My fiance just had to cancel a photo shoot because I'm
Going through some stuff.
What stuff are you going through, Christian? You may be asking through your TV screen. I don't know what I'm titling this yet. But I have made the adult decision to shave my head. And let me tell you why. I get it. Everybody has been telling me don't do it because they like my head of hair. Let me tell you something about my head of hair. There's a lot of false information up here. And I believe transparency is great. So like, let's be transparent. You can see here when I lift this up, my hairline is fake. And you can see over here that I taped down some hair to cover up my receding hairline. Now, I do this every single day. I maintain this. This is expensive to maintain. It is time sensitive. It is, I can swim in it, but that being said, I literally have to do so much care and maintenance that it is annoying. It is the summer, and I am volunteering for a program called Camp Laurel, the Laurel Foundation, which is a camp to help youth either infected or affected by HIV or AIDS, and then they have another program for youth that is transgender. And honestly, I would rather give all of myself to the youth and not be constantly worrying how my hair looks. So it's financially a smarter decision. It's emotionally may take a toll on me for the first day, but also like I don't mind being a weirdo, so like whatever. And everything is just kind of telling me to shave it, and I feel like it's going to be empowering, and I just want to get it done. I just want to do it. So I'll be back. I'm excited. I'm also terrified. So this, I have to kind of sit in the water to start peeling off like the tape and stuff I have for like my hairline. So that may not be on camera, but the first step can be, just gotta bite the bullet. The bullet just needs to be bitten. A little to the bullet.
Can you tell I'm a little nervous?
Doing it, I'm committing. That was awesome. Do you see it? Do you see it? How fun! This is my hair. I'm gonna get... Okay. I'm going to get a towel or something to put down. And then I'm going to continue shaving. Let's get into it.
Fun!
This is a good time. I regret nothing so far. Oh, I kind of want to do that TikTok where it's like, I just did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. If you're wondering what I did. I'm gonna go find that really quickly because content is important.
Just did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. And you're wondering what it is. I'll tell you what I did.
back of my head, Jason. Shave the back of my head. There's gonna be hair everywhere. We have a vacuum. As long as it's not wet hair. Casually just shaving my back also.
I mean, it's gonna match. It's gonna match.
I'm gonna be so aerodynamic in the water now. Now, if only I was a better swimmer.
Is it aerodynamic if you're in the water?
Hydrodynamic?
Step 4, right there. Okay, I'm gonna go into the bathtub and soak for a bit. I kind of wanted to take away some of the jump cuts, take away the extraness, and just sit down and give you guys a reason and tell you guys why I actually shaved my head. So as you guys saw in the clips before and as I demonstrated, I did have some tape and stuff on my scalp which were used to move hair around, to manipulate, to make my hair look more full. I do have a pretty decent head of hair, but I, like most men my age, have some thinning areas and some balding areas that I like to cover up. That's just the truth. And I went to a Beverly Hills salon, who shall not be named, that specializes in covering up these insecurities that men have. And it is not cheap. It was not cheap. To give you guys a fun quote, I was paying about $1,000 every 4 months, and then about $76 every month for the taking off and cleaning of these specific add-ons. And then if I needed to add more hair to them, because the way they are, they're like little patches and stuff that you can put everywhere. The way they are is you can add hair to the lace, or you can add hair to your surrounding hair to make it look fuller. And that would go anywhere between $40 to around $200 to $300, and I was paying this monthly. My hair actually cost more than my car. And that being said, I was not somebody who had a bad hairline or who had, you know, like I had hair. So I would go there every month to the salon that shall not be named. And when they would take off the pieces, I would notice in those sections where I had extensions, it would always be red and blistery, and almost to the point to sometimes you would see blood. And I was just kind of ignoring it and living with it for a few months now. And I would ask the lady in the salon, the one who was doing my hair, hey, why is it red and blotchy? Oh no, it's fine. At one point, I was looking at my scalp, and my scalp was all red and flaky, and just a little note for me, I said it earlier, I have a condition known as psoriasis, where I get red blotchy spots everywhere, and everywhere that there's skin, I'm able to target and kind of treat those spots very easily. So when it kept on happening, I just assumed it was psoriasis, and I just was like, I'll just treat my scalp like I treat my body for psoriasis, but it never went away. So yesterday night I was sleeping, and it was just so painful. My head was in so much pain, and I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep the entire night. I was just like, little spurts of blood, little things like that were happening. And then I woke up and I decided to shave my head because my head was in pain, and I had to go see a doctor visit for my tuberculosis testing. I got a little tuberculosis skin test because I'm volunteering for a summer camp for kids with HIV and AIDS. And I was like, you know what, let's turn this into let's just ask the doctor what he thinks. And when I went, it turns out I had a fungal infection on my scalp. And that's where this video is going to take a turn. I cannot sit here and not call out sloppy work. I cannot sit here and not tell you guys and warn you guys, if you guys ever want to get hair extensions, male or female, to watch for a salon. So I'm going to give you guys some descriptions of the salon I go to. I am not going to use their name because I'm not trying to get sued, and I'm just not going to use their name. But I want you guys to keep something in mind. This salon is not cheap. They are not the cheapest hair addition or the cheapest male extensions out there. They're not the most expensive. They're not, I'll use Hair Club for Men. I actually went and got a quote from Hair Club for Men because they do a very similar extension to the one where I have, where they go to the individual strands of hair and they just start and they sew it into each individual strand, and it makes the area look fuller. This was not Hair Club. This was a different hair addition place, a different place, and they catered to male and female because they did patch hair. They didn't just do the whole head. You could cover up patches like I did, so you can get like a patch where you want it to help fix everything and make it look great. This place was charging just to remove and add the hair $75. It started at $60. I've been there for 2 years. It went from $60 to, I think I was paying around $90, and then I always tip around $20. So $110, $120 every visit was what this place was taking from me as an individual. They were cutting my hair, but keep in mind, they were cutting my actual physical hair. The hair extensions they put in were all the same shape. So they were gluing those on, cutting my hair. I don't think that's bad. I think you should pay artists for what they deserve. I think they're specialized artists. That's great. However, I will say this. For a salon that charges as much as they do, did I feel like it was a cute boutique salon? No. Do I feel like it was well maintained? No. Do I feel like their things were the cleanest? No. And I'll give you an example. Every single place I've ever gone that cuts hair has had their hair cones and hair brushes in a tube that they take out, and that tube is full of disinfectant. And you do that because people's scalps can contain fungus, people's scalps can contain lice, and you just want to make sure you're killing everything in between. It's something they teach you in cosmetology school. This salon did not have that. Also, they would use brushes on my hair that just kind of were in the lady's belt, so I never actually saw them get cleaned. Just a warning, if you're ever getting any type of beauty treatment and they do not clean the product in front of you, or they do not show you that the product is sterile, do not get it. Because this can happen. You can get ringworm, you can get a fungus on your scalp, and the only way to actively treat this a lot of times is to let them breathe and to give them sun exposure and to show the area. So sometimes you gotta shave your head. And it sucks, and I love my hair. I built a career being a beauty influencer with really nice hair. And I don't hate how I look now. And I'm not a victim. I think this is cool. I'm emotional because it was an emotional journey. My hair has always been an emotional journey for me, and this has kind of been like a very relieving, powerful moment for me. Another thing is, I was paying $70 to $80 or $30 to get my hair shampooed and the sides cut. And they were using products like Head and Shoulders. Although I love Head and Shoulders, when I am paying that premium price point, I want Briogeo, I want Biolage, I want really nice quality hair products, because the products I use at home, admittedly, worlds better than the products they were using on me at that salon. They didn't have any of that disinfecting things anywhere that you see at a typical salon. They had a few bottles of shampoo. Their spray bottles were like labeled with duct tape but not dated. Also, keep in mind, if you're ever in a beauty area, if it needs a label, it needs a date. So if it's a handwritten label on it, it needs a date. That is just law. Unfortunately, this company wasn't doing it, and yeah, I got ringworm. I could have sat here and said I'd shave my head because my hair wasn't great, but I decided to let you guys know that, hey, I had a little bit of help on my hairline, and that's okay. You guys, if you're a male, you can get help on your hairline, and it doesn't have to be medical, and you know, it doesn't even have to charge you $1,000 like mine did. They have other assistants that is way cheaper, that can give you a very similar effect. There's fiber sprays, just a lot of things like that that you can use, that help you cover up just the baldness. But I'm also here to tell you that shaving your head is not the worst thing in the world. It's very freeing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think anybody looks bad with a bald head. I don't think being bald is bad. I think that it's very empowering. I think that sometimes you need it. If it's like me and you need it for a medical reason, or because it's stressing you out because you're in constant pain, because I could have just let this keep on going and then kept on putting it and just had a screwed up scalp, but I made the decision to just do it. And it's going to take a moment to get used to. I'm going to have to get used to this. But now I have the opportunity to really care for my scalp. Now I have the opportunity to take away the pain that I've been feeling for months. Now I have the opportunity to get rid of the fungus that's on my skin, because this, I can use a hairbrush, my fiance can pick it up, and then he gets the fungus. I could, you know, I could be sleeping on someone's pillow and then they can use that pillow and then get the fungus. And now it's gone and it's detained and it's cared for. And it's not in a state where I can give it to anyone. But it's still there, it's still red, it's still blotchy. I still need to take my precautions. But yeah, I have a shaved head now, and I may keep it shaved for a while. I may grow my hair back. I may get a toupee. Who cares what I do? But what is done is done, and I like it, and I'm excited to live in it for a bit. So that's just it. If you made it to the end of the video, you already know I'm going to ask you to subscribe. When you subscribe, you join the Glam Fam. Who is the Glam Fam? We're a group of weirdos. And I love my weirdos, and I love you. Bye.
Jesus, my superstar. I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. You give me reason. You give me hope. Jesus, never let me go. You can act bad or